I mean, I've just refreshed over there. We should be there. Yeah, we are. We're definitely there. Nothing's coming up. No. I've just waved. Like I can see myself on the screen. I mean, that is definitely one way to not get a strike on YouTube, is to not be there, I guess, isn't it? Going, did you get a strike on YouTube last night? Nope, because I wasn't streaming on there. Scotland need Jack Ritchie, absolutely, yeah. We're going to a World Cup unless they find some reason to not let us go, which is possible, you know. They drug tested John McGinn. They found nothing. Found nothing in that man other than heart and desire and iron brew. So yeah, not a bad performance, I think. Although, to be fair, there was also that moment when we had one shot and Denmark had 17. So there was that. That was a little bit concerning. But at the same time, it didn't look that concerning, did it? Because like Denmark just kept like shooting over the bar and like they were just doing nothing, weren't they? Conveniently seen a lot of non-Scottish fans come out of the woodwork today. Non-Scottish fans? In what sense, George? Like English fans? Ugh. Ugh. Or do you mean like sort of people who've not been celebrating, who've not been sort of like very passionate about Scotland because they've been losing, and now are quite happy when they've actually come and done something? Robbo's tribute to John. Oh God. Robbo, right, do you know what? I'm gonna put a twist on this, musician. Robbo is a fucking liability, right? He's almost the reason that we had to go to the 98th minute, right? So, to be honest, Robbo needs to sort himself out. He's been awful 18 months, 2 years in a Scotland shirt, right? Okay? He's lucky. The people who are Scottish when it suits. Look, that's football, though, isn't it, George? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's the same as there's every like England fan comes out when they get to the quarterfinals. All the flags come out in the cars, of course, not just on masts, because they're of course out all the time now. You know, you also get people halfway through the Lionesses and just go, oh, you probably should cheer for the Lionesses now because they're in the final, rather than being aware of what they do leading up to that moment. It's the same with everything, you know what I mean? Yes, Yoni Wick. Welcome. Netflix automatically put FM26 for me. I don't know what that means, fat bloke. McLean goal from shouting at the ref in the 97th minute to pure joy. I love the fact that Steve Clark was like, take it in the corner. Oh, he scored from the halfway line. That's quite impressive, that. Well done. Like, it looked amazing at the time, and then the more I'm seeing it, the more I'm like, it almost bounces on the 6-yard line. That's like, it hasn't got the power to get him. I don't even know where Schmeichel's gone, to be honest. He's gone for a wander. But, hey, who cares? It's gone in. That's all that matters, isn't it? You know, KT's goal was class. McTomadonna's overhead kick is ridiculous. Yeah. It's all good. It's perfect. Anyone on YouTube, by the way, can you confirm whether or not we have music coming through? Because technically you shouldn't have. If you could let me know, that'd be great. If you have, I've done something wrong. What's the FM show about this week? Is it about Steve Clark? Well, sort of. So, the FM show that comes out tomorrow is with Lelujo. That was recorded last week. So, that's going to be good. No music on YouTube. Perfect. We might be all right then. We're not going to get told off. So, Lelujo episode comes out tomorrow. And then we recorded last night with Omega Luke and Big Robbo. And at the time, that sounded like a really, really good idea until realising that I was going to be recording during the Scotland match. So we started recording at the start of the second half. And I may have had my phone in front of me watching the second half whilst doing a podcast. So it's going to look out of sync now, isn't it? Because it's not going to come out until next week. So there's that. So yeah, be fine. We talked a little bit about well, we spoke recently, haven't we, about Build a Nation and stuff, and now it's like, I guess maybe we don't need to. Calispira Jason, welcome in, pal. Hope you're well. Although it's also now the right time, isn't it, to have a Scottish save, but who would it be with though? That's the question. Still not sure. This, by the way, is our new tactic that we devised last week. As you can see, there is still a little bit of work that needs to be done on it. I'm going to put McGowan there, actually, just to be a little bit more defensive here. So possession football, let's be cautious as well, actually, with this. Against Bedford. We've got Jack Mortimer up top. We've got Cedric Main up there as well. Or do we put Jesse Nelson back in? Jesse Nelson's injured still, so he probably can't play. Maskell could do a decent job up there. 7 goals, 8 assists. 10 goals for Cedric Main, though. Or we put Platty in and put another midfielder in. Yeah? And we go for like a 3-5-1. 3-5-1, that means 3-7, I don't know. 3-6-1 or something. I think we can probably keep it like that, can't we? Right, let's go for it. Okay, let's have a go. Next to the agenda is finding a Scottish wonder kid for Darlington. We can try. We can try, Jason. Dunfermline, Sir Alex Ferguson, Jock Steen's ex-club, and Neil Lennon's current club. We can get rid of Neil Lennon in that sense then, can't we? Also, there's a narrative in emulating Sir Alex Ferguson at Aberdeen. Aber where? Aber who? Aber what? Depends on how difficult a save you'd like. I mean, anything in Scotland is difficult. That's the problem. Is it Queen's Park, the amateur side that plays at Hampden? It is. I mean, they're going to hemorrhage money on a match day, aren't they? This is the big one, though. This is the match that's important to us right now. Darlington versus Bedford. Bedford are in the playoff spots. We're just outside. We're down in 11th, believe it or not. All the way down 11th. Like, it's tight up there, right? It is tight up there, and there is a chance that we can still make the playoffs. But we've got to start getting wins. We can't keep dropping points. As you can see here, there is currently 3 points between us. Okay? 3 points. We're in the white and black quarters. Bedford are in blue. Okay, we're at home. Let's start the stream with a win. Fingers crossed. Right, let's give ourselves the best chance of getting to the playoffs we can. Okay? Come on. Come on, Darla. We can do this. Channel a bit of that Scottish spirit. That's what we need. Queen's Park aren't amateur anymore. Oh, well, they're not. Interesting. Hamilton Accies is a one, actually. That is one that I'm considering, by the way. Didn't win the Beat the Guest raffle. What would you do with Scotland win the World Cup raffle? Right, Bedford on the ball now. Gamafi. Out to Mark Anthony. Is it Mark Anthony? Don't know, possibly. Oh no, don't go doing silly things like miss the ball. Come on. Stand them up. Ooh, that's not ideal, is it, to be honest? Maybe cautious isn't the right way, to be honest. We're at home. We need to be a little bit more offensive, don't we? Be a bit more sort of like, well, assert ourselves on the game a bit. Just ran into Bedford players there. Okay, and again, they've got space on the wings. We're bombing back to try and get in on it, but that's not really helped us. So we have to go a bit wider, I think. Oh, well held, Leach. That's all right, that's good. Hang on. Right, we want a little bit more Again, don't we want to try and trap them inside? Yeah, they're getting down that flank, so we want to either be more aggressive there or trap them inside. I think we need to force them inside, possibly. Sure, someone tell me whether I'm right or wrong with this. I guess this is part of the problem, though, with just having wing backs as your outlet. Nice ball down. McGowan, great ball through. There's Main. Oh, it's snuck in. It's gone through his legs. Get in. Cedric Main gives us the lead. 23 minutes in, and you will not see a scrappier goal, potentially, in this stream. I mean, you might. Oh, it's deflected off the defender, that's why. That's what takes the goalkeeper out of it. Okay. Potentially big 3 points incoming, everyone. Although all this will do is it will move us level on points with Bedford. So it won't put us above them. That's the thing, it won't put us above them. But it does move us within touching distance. There's still a lot of the game to go. Great ball from Scott. Main's through. Oh, he's gone for it again. Oof. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of joy down that left-hand side now. Rich says, every time you say Jesse Nelson, I keep thinking of Shelley Nelson, the lovely song, Here's Where the Story Ends with Tin Tin Out, one hit wonder. What a reference, Rich. What a reference. I'm here for that. Okay, apparently we're using the ball well, according to the assistant manager. Good header. Could do with picking the ball back up now, though, to be honest. I'm wondering whether we drop 2 DMs. All cleared. Not cleared far enough, though. Oh. This thing, we haven't got the distance on the header, did we? Straight to their guy. Tyrone Marsh. Xavier Smith with the assist. It's Jack Mortimer's trying to get back to defend. It's another deflection. Right. Do we have to put 2 DMs in and like have our... And so bring Irwin back, possibly, or bring McGowan back. Really clog up this midfield when we're out of possession. I think we might have to. I don't know whether we need to press a bit more or whether we need to sit off and sort of go, right, try and break us down. Come on, boys, get your foot in. I mean, we're just letting them turn, aren't we? Whoa, what on earth was that? Did the keeper just try and kung fu kick the ball away? Right, let's drop Irwin back a bit. Actually, McGowan can do that, so. Okay. Corner, right, okay, half time. There we go. 1-1, half time. We've got decent possession. Shots, we could do with a couple more shots, to be honest, but we're getting there slowly. Where are we currently in the league? We're currently 10th. Oh, we'll see. Gary, just watched you on the FM documentary. Funny. John McClure, legend. Do you think he still plays FM? I think he probably does, to be honest. John McClure was class in that documentary. Really, really good. Really good. Very, very funny. All right, let's tell everyone we're happy. John Moore, 6'2". We need a bit more from you, mate. Come on. Need to get the ball to him, really, don't we? Right, we'll work out how we do that in the second half. I don't want to make him as an inside wing back, though, because then he's going to cut inside. Oh, actually, that might be an extra body in the centre, so that could possibly help us, but... Oh, no. Oh, no! It's 3 deflected goals in the match. Oh, Barrow stands it up. And it's just hit off his... Is it off his backside? Is it off his... Oh, I don't know what it is. Oh, no. Right. I hope this isn't us out of the playoffs already. Like, this doesn't feel like we should be out of the playoffs by like this. Just realised I'm changing things while the highlights are on. Defence isn't great under pressure. No, it's not. It's really bad under pressure. In fact, our team's not very good under pressure, really. In fact, what I will do is I will move McGowan up there then. I'll do it like that for in possession. But yes, we're not very good under a bit of pressure, sadly. But it's fine. Remember, we're expected to only be mid-table though, so we are currently where we're supposed to be. But it's just disappointing, isn't it, when you sort of like, you hope you can push on a little bit and you get a little sort of like flash of an ankle of the playoffs and you're like, oh, maybe. And at that point, it's like, oh. It's when it doesn't work, then you're like, oh, damn it. Cedric Main, great ball through. Oh, Jack Maskell with the finish. That's what we're talking about. Great ball from Cedric Main. Maskell's on the shoulder of the defender. We've brought him in to replace Mortimer. Miles onside. Miles onside. Very calm finish. That'll do. Looking around at players that aren't playing particularly well. Barrow on a 6.4. Moore on a 6.0. Forbes with the header out. Moore holds it in. Well done. Maskell. Rides the tackle. And again, he's away. He's away again. He keeps going. Go on. Back inside. Blocked. Oh, McGowan. Oh. What a miss that is. I thought we had something there for a second. That looked like we were turning a screw. Let's put Alfie Myers-Smith on, actually. In place of Jack Moore. Well, we got 10 minutes to go. Is there anything we can change? McGowan 6'9". Put Dante on, maybe? Tell you what. Is this me being a little bit too negative if I bring Tom Platt on? At this moment in time. So I've sacrificed an attacking number 10. Put a more defensive player in. Forbes is on the ball. Launches it. Maskell's picked it up. Good cross in. Tom Platt with a header. Oh, nearly justifying his inclusion there. Nearly. But obviously also not justifying his inclusion at this moment in time. Maskell's been brilliant since he's come on. Cedric Main's played pretty well. But, as has been said before, defensively, we've looked suspect. We've looked weak. Ball's down the line. Good block. Turned again. They've turned us. Right, cleared. Let's just go cautious with this then, right? Okay. I'm going to try and see if we can style this one out. Play for set pieces. Be a bit more direct, possibly. A bit more time wasting on. And then we want to look at a little bit more. Holding ourselves up a bit. Let's not step off too much, but we don't want to go chasing. We want to pick our moment if the opportunity comes. Let's take 1 point rather than none. Although it's a highlight to Bedford. 92 minutes. This feels like it's going to be their moment, doesn't it? Ball's going over the top. Lees clears it straight to one of their players. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Oh, no. Oh, no. There was talk in the chat about a towering header. And it was for Tom Platt. And it turns out it's Alka from Bedford who gets a towering header. And we leave with no points. Oh dear. Gutting. Absolutely gutting. I don't know about the game being scripted. It really is. Oh man, honestly, like that is frustrating, isn't it? That is really frustrating. It's tough because was a point probably fair? Maybe. It could have been, but have I been punished for being too defensive? Like, that's the question. I think I know the answer to that one. We shouldn't have sat back, should we? We should have kept going forward and pushing on. And the fact we didn't is probably the reason that we've ended up conceding. I mean, it's a great header, don't get me wrong. It's a good header, right? But it's yeah, it's a shame, innit? Will Madison is attracting interest. And do you know what? He's a good player, but are we gonna play him? Is the question. Like, he's got a good work rate. We've got a right back in on loan. He has potential to be good. But I mean, jumping reach of 13, crossing of 9, passing of 13. It's 100 quid, isn't it? Three for balance. Yeah. I mean, he's out of contract at the end of the season, isn't he? So I suppose if he goes now, he goes now. mean, the journalists aren't really warming to me either, so that's another thing to add to the synopsis of Darlington so far. Yeah, so if we have a look at the opposition. Who are we playing? We're playing Ratcliffe, are we? I mean, none of this even works, does it? The sort of the data hub or the formation stuff. So I don't really know why we're here. So they play a 3-2-5 apparently. An adventurous 3-2-5. So I mean, we've got 5 defenders, so I guess we're going to be up against it. We're on Ratcliffe. Ratcliffe is just below us. None of this even works, does it? That's what she said. Yeah. It's a little bit like that, I'm afraid, Luffy. Yeah. Radcliffe have Bernard Manning Jr. as a director. Do they? Interesting. Drogba's darting, towering header versus Bayern Munich in the Champions League final was one of those headers that had all the ingredients of an almost perfect header of a football. It was something a little bit special, wasn't it? It's not too dissimilar to the header that we've just conceded over here. In fact, it's almost the same. Literally the same. Yeah, I'm once again sat there going, what is it we're doing? What are we not doing? You know, and that could be anything, couldn't it, really? There's playmaking midfield. There we go. Right, have McGowan as the channel midfielder then. Or just a normal attacking midfielder. Out of possession. Have McGowan press up possibly. Actually, he can be a... Actually, no, let's keep him there. Right, let's go again then. Let's go again. See what we can do. See if we can roll the dice a second time. Lama lost his first match today and he went on a massive winning streak. So let's hope for the same tonight. We've already lost to Bedford. Now it's up against Ratcliffe. See how we get on. Lulu Booster, is the tactic still working? No, not really. Not really. Did it ever work is the question, I suppose, isn't it? Mineshaft, nice to see the Scotland top on TJ. What a result for the boys last night. Amazing goals too. They were incredible goals. Incredible goals. So come on then, at home. At home to Ratcliffe. I mean, look at this. What are we supposed to defend against here, by the way? 3-2-5. What is this witchcraft that we're about to come up against? Have these guys been on FM Scout or something and just went, oh, you download super awesome win tactic? I think that's what's happening. Oh, good. And here comes the kick clash again. White and black versus white. it's just... We're uncautious. We're going to have to step up, aren't we? We can't be uncautious at home. Oh, right. Okay, let's go positive, right? Okay, let's channel our Scotland. What is this shaking hands with the manager shite? Poke him in the eye instead. Utter woke nonsense, isn't it? Barrow with the corner. Float it in. Oh, we've got the header on it. It's not enough though. Zebras versus white horses. That's the one. That's what they've said. That's what we described it in the programme notes. Now, do we push another player up? Do we push Irwin up a little bit? 25 minutes in, we're holding the ball. They're starting to come back into the game now. We've got 5 shots, 1 on target. That's not great. Just put your foot on it, lads. Don't just head the ball straight to them. Oh, Forbes has missed it. Scott gets it away. Here's Main. Go on, Cedric. On your bike, lad. Let's have it. Cuts back inside. On his right foot. What a save by the keeper. Nodded away. McGowan. Barrow. This is nice interchanging of passes here, in it, but all we're doing is moving away from their goal. And then launching the ball into space when there's no one there. Oh, we've won it back though. Maskell. Scotto. Oh, what a goal. What a goal that is, actually. I take it all back. I take it back. That was a thing of beauty. Well worked, Darlow. I don't know if that is TJ ball, but that little sort of like stand and wait from Scotty in the area there. Just little 1-2 with McGowan, just gives it into him. McGowan inside for Cedric. Smashes it in at the near post. What a goal. Scotty, good cross. Nodded away. Oh, go on, someone go for it. Here comes Hope down the wing. It's the hope that kills you. Nodded away. Oof, good save by Leach. What I'd like is, like, whenever the ball drops, for our players to be able to just pounce back on the ball, but we don't. What has the world come to if that was TJ ball? Who knows, sir? Oh, here they come. I suggested that we press George Glennon. I mean, I'm confused. They've got far too many forward players for me to think that's an option. Nice, he cleared it. Oh, look at that back heel from McGowan. That is silky. Right on the stroke of half time. There's a swagger about Darlington in this match, isn't there? I think we've had a couple of bottles of hooch before we kicked off this match. That was very show-offy. You need a John McGinn type player to use his backside. Oh, too right we do. Too right we do. If you're looking at it sideways, it kind of resembles a 4-4-2. Did Scotland win? Someone should have mentioned it. You know what, Jebaru? It's just like when Liverpool win. So, we're having our moment. You know. And to be fair, it's been about 20 years. Well, 30 years I think it was when since Liverpool won a title. And then that was the asterisk season. But yeah, we did win. And we've won one match. It was brilliant. And then the DVD will probably come out at some point. And then we'll get to the World Cup and we'll lose all 3 matches and normal service will be resumed again. Robbo had you in bits at the end. Robbo is a fucking liability. He should have been off the pitch. He should never have given me the penalty in the first place. I'm not having it. I'm not. That little after the match speech is his way of trying to get out of the fact that it's his own fault for conceding the penalty. He's been shite for 18 months. Curacao 1, Scotland 0. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And we know that we're going to get drawn against England as well. So, do I have some Scottish thing? You keep saying our moment. Oh, yeah, my family are Scottish, Rich. So, bit harsh. What's harsh? Oh, what, the Robbo's been rubbish for 18 months? In a Scotland shirt, he has, George. He's been really bad for 18 months in a Scotland shirt. No, and even for Liverpool, I think you could probably argue he's not been at his best. You know, he's certainly been on the decline. And we've got a, left back is our position. Him and Kane and Tini, both injured for a long period of time. And then Tini comes out with an absolute worldy strike. He's been shit. He's been saying stuff to cover himself. Yeah, I mean, look, he's been shit. He's been shit. Yeah. Yeah. I don't agree with that, TJ. That's fine. No, people don't have to agree. I'm not here for agreement. Yeah. This is not a democracy, as we know. Yeah. Yeah. Just focus on the game, get the game done. That's all we need to do. Yeah. It's been and gone. Real football. It's over with. A long lost family member did family trace and we got all the original Picts apparently. Nice. Yeah, I've got my grand's Scottish, so all my family on that side are Scots. We're a load of Paisleys, Glaswegians. Then there's like Irish of course with Jameson, but that's on my how do I define this? My original dad, birth father's side. His surname. Go on, ball out wide. Get the ball back in. Let's stop talking about real stuff. Come on, more. Hatfield. Scott. Oh, over the top. I'd expect TJ bowlers, whether the opposition are better than us, whether they are 2-0 down in the 77th minute, forever run and never give up. That's it, Jason. That's it. Never give up. Like John Cena. That's what I want the team to do. And refuse to put over younger talent. That's just not true. Ultimately, I'll do what's best for the game. Yeah. He'll be a St Mirren fan for the League Cup final then. My family are St Mirren. Yeah. That was my option for Build a Nation Scotland was St Mirren. I've won 6-1 and drawn 1 to my Southampton side. Aaron still doesn't talk to me. Aaron doesn't talk to anybody, Jeb. Oof. Yeah, he refuses to talk. He doesn't even talk to us, to be honest. In fact, I did get a response from him today, actually, because I sent him a link to classic football shirts. I've got the Jamaica shirt for like 25 quid. He was like, I think I'll get that. I was like, all right, there you go. Three points. 3 points for Darlow. There we go. That's what we want. Get ourselves back in. I mean, the problem is though, Jebru, is you've tried to text him, and he's not a texter, is he? So we know this. Rich, I always think 78 England didn't qualify. My lovely late mother encouraged me and family to get behind Scotland. I remember the Gemmell goal, even though I was only 7. There we go. Yeah, I don't remember. So I'm not old enough for the 78. I remember watching teeny tiny bits, and I don't think it was live. I think it must have been afterwards, and like there's maybe like a little bit of me sort of maybe trying to fill the blanks in. I think it was after the World Cup in '86 I saw bits and pieces. Obviously, the the Maradona goal and stuff, and then the both those goals I'll have seen, and bits of like the goals really. But I don't think I saw or remembered any of the World Cup because I would have been 6 at the time. But Italian 90, I watched all of it. I watched everything. I think even 88. I remember bits of 88 in the Euro. Because obviously that Holland side was ridiculous. You know, I remember that. Right, Will Madsen's off to Basford. Unless we put a stop to it. What do we think? Is he going to do... Is he going to play for us? That's the question. How much better than Ben Headley is he? In fact, is he even better than Ben Headley? And I suppose technically, if we got promoted, he's not going to be in the side next year, is he? Like at all. Yeah. Like Headley's a better player and Headley's not even very good. So I think that might, as much as we know that, you know, Jack will be, when he comes in the stream and be like, where's Maddo gone? I'm like, there's a bit of an issue, he's gone. Although having said that, he gets up and down the pitch a bit. Only 0.57 tackles per 90 minutes. I don't know, what do you reckon, chat? What should we do? Shall we scupper his move or let him go? He's going to go as a free in the summer anyway, innit? So he's do you know what? Let's not let him go now. We've got we'll keep him till the end of the season. I remember maths in my final group game versus Netherlands. Scotland had to win by 3 clear goals. Mum was doing education with me as BBC. I don't remember the, again, getting into the actual minutiae of that tournament, not quite my memories, but Italian 90, I remember watching the entire thing. And I remember the binder. You'll always see that as part of, like, you know, nostalgia TikTok and nostalgia Twitter. Who remembers this? And it was the greatest thing of all time. Like, the football encyclopedia was stunning. But out of last night's goals, and the question was last night's, what's the best goal? I think KT's is the best one. Like McTominay's is ridiculous for a start, right? To even attempt an overhead kick in that instance is absurd. But I mean, he's done it before. Do you know what I mean? He's done it before. He's definitely got the ability. Bursaspor is the answer. But I think that KT's is the one, like, to keep his foot down, because like you see when he connects, right, the way it swings through and it just grazes the defender as he goes past, and then there's another defender as well that just misses as well, and then it's like just enough away from Kasper Schmeichel to get into the outside post. Like, that's a great goal. That is a great goal. I mean, John McGinn's shot that leads up to it is flying as well. That would have been a hell of a goal had that gone straight in. The bend on KT's, it's outside the post and avoided everybody. This is the thing, Matt, yeah. And also as well, because of that goal, McLean's happens. So I sort of think that Tierney's is better. You know, because obviously, like, don't get me wrong, McLean scored from the halfway line, but it's not the cleanest halfway line goal I'd ever see. You would still take it, absolutely you would. But I'm maybe being a bit picky. Yeah, McTominay's overhead kick had so much hang time. McTominay's overhead kick has to be a mural outside Hampden. Like, do you know what I mean? That is visually and aesthetically, that is a wonderful goal. Aesthetically, it looks beautiful. Yeah, the height he gets, as you say, the hang he gets on it, like it's an advertising symbol in the air. They were saying last night, comparing it on like social media, they're comparing it to like Michael Jordan, like that kind of that iconic pose of Michael Jordan. Like you could easily see that being a marketing image. It was perfect. It was absolutely perfect. And it's a proper overhead kick as well. It's not off his shin pad. It's in an important match. And Ballon d'Or nomination for McTominay for next year. But again, he was nominated this year, wasn't he? I just think that it just shows, like, you know, he made the decision to move from Man United at the right time. It shows once again that the English media were wrong. He sliced it. I mean, it's only against Denmark, isn't it, at the end of the day? You know, it's only Denmark. But yeah, that'll do. That'll do. And again, there's loads of issues as well in the lead up to the goal. Is it Dork? When did he become Gannon Dork, by the way? I should probably have been aware of that. When did that happen? I was a bit surprised about that. The thing was, I was busy putting the kids to bed during the first bit, came downstairs and I was like, hang on, we're a goal down. We're a goal up, sorry. And I obviously clocked the overhead kick on Twitter and I was like, all right, this is quite interesting. When he moved to Bournemouth, he adopted both of his parents' surnames. Oh, okay. Interesting. Now, are Bournemouth a Premier League club, Jebaru? Because that might have been why I've not picked up on it. Yeah, I mean, look, that's a United problem, innit? Letting him go. Oh yeah, this song's a belter, Dan. Absolutely belter. I have to take nobody else seems to agree with on last night's game. The Denmark penalty was not a foul. The Danish winger hit Robertson's knee in the process of diving to try and win the foul. If you look at the still image of the point of contact, the winger is already diving forward. Lama, I also agree as well that Robbo's in the box, and I don't think the Danish player is. But I've said before, and this is where what I say will come back and bite me on the arse. I say that VAR is fine and VAR works. That's why it's there, right? And I've been able to say that from a very wonderful position of a fan in the Championship where it's not used. The moment I've had to experience it at Wembley, I was like, the correct decision has been given. The goal has been disallowed, clean offside. It's obviously easy when there's things like offsides because it's drawn with lines, and it's like, that is by definition offside. People obviously don't agree with it because it's like, oh yeah, but where's the, you know, is it clear and obvious? Like, you know, how can just, you know, fingernail be off? You're programming a computer to say that what is offside. When the referee gets involved and has a look at it, then of course there's human interaction there. But look, I'll still stand with it and go, fine, referees made the decision. That's the penalty. We've got to deal with it. We expect that in that situation. You could argue as well that the McGinn foul for the second yellow card is soft as well. I think it's very soft, actually. And McGinn's put on a bit of timber. But yeah, and again, that was a bit soft, but we'll take it. You know, by definition, again, it's a second foul. So that's where we are. It's not a red. It's not a red. It's not a red. It's a second yellow, though, isn't it? That's the problem. You know, if it's straight red, there's no chance of that. But a second yellow, you know better. You know better. Especially in a match like that, where it's like there's a bit of sort of there's a, you know, bit of atmosphere and a bit of needle in it. It's a soft second yellow. Oh, 100%. 100% it's soft. 100% it's soft. But, you know, that's the problem, isn't it? You know, that if the referee's going to stick to the letter of the law, it's another foul. And the game has now changed so much that every foul pretty much is a yellow card. Shouldn't be, but, you know, it's, and this is you know, this is me saying I think this is a soft decision. Yeah. So things have evened themselves out. The penalty's not really a penalty, fine, okay, but well, then they go down to 10 men, and should they really go down to 10 men? Probably not. Do we care? Not really, at the end of the day. Let's see if we can get a result against Chester. Let's see if we can follow up that 1-0 win against Ratcliffe. See if we can keep some momentum going. Chester second in the form table. We're 10th in the form table. We need to get ourselves into the playoff mix. Declan Weeks, this is the guy in this division, and he's an absolute monster in these leagues. There's Chester, second in the league. We're 10th here. 3 more points. Again, 3 points away from Bedford. Okay, let's see what we can do. Keep it tight, hit on the brake. That's what I think we need to do. We've got control possession. I might change it to counter-attack, actually. But keep the same shape. Because look at that. Possession's going right down. I know possession doesn't win football matches, but I also don't want to sit back, though, and then let them allow pressure, because, as we've said before, our defence isn't particularly good. And we don't cope well under pressure. So I think by sitting back, we'll then allow a little bit more. Let's go balanced, actually. I suppose the question is, can we go counter-attack, maybe with a medium line for defence? Here's Scott. We don't have to sit too deep, do we, with a counter-attacking system? Scott's lost the ball, though. Oh, Barrow's just let it drop. He's got to go and compete for that, surely. And we're just standing off. He can't run the... Oof. I was going to say, we couldn't let him run the whole half of the pitch there. That's poor from our defenders. Right, that makes me think we need to do something a little better. We need to engage a bit more. Flicked on. Drop back down to them. Yeah, this is where we're going to have to sit with two defensive mids again, isn't it? Oh, here's the goal. Oh, he's missed it. How's he missed that? That's a let-off and a half. Right, let's change this up a bit. Let's go. Let's go counter-attack. Out of possession, we've got Hatfield and McGowan there. We just have just two DMs. Maybe even Hatfield could drop back and there should be a screening midfielder possibly. Pull them back a bit. Don't want Lees to be a stopper, maybe. Okay. Let's try and just change things up a little bit. See if this is going to make any impact at all. I think they've maybe made too many changes in too short space of time, if I'm honest. See, again, there's bad decision making from the defenders. There's no need to head the ball out there. Oof. Rich says, I feel like screening DMs don't really intercept as much as they should. Oh. Free kick. Murray off the bar. Get it away. Here's Barrow. That's right, that's our centre back up front. Evening, Chris. How are you, buddy? Welcome in. Oh no, don't overplay it there. We're going to concede, aren't we? Ooh, we should have done. We should have done. God, we're not playing well at all, are we? Are we better off maybe going to like a 4-2-4, do you reckon? Because I think there's only so far, like, there's only so much we can do where we're getting lucky, aren't we? Or do you just go route 1 maybe? Let's have a think, shall we? Play him back there. Let's make him a... See, he's a wing back. That's fine. Maybe change Maskell possibly to just a centre forward. Channel forward. There we go. We move our lines about. Outside. Defensive transitioning maybe. Yeah, I want to counter press, don't we? Right, this sort of makes sense, I think. I mean, again, whether we've tweaked too much and not going to get too much back out of it, I don't know. There's only one way to find out, I guess. But we're trying. We're trying something. Scott's not having a great game at left back. We could move Barrow out there, I suppose. Hatfield's not having a great... sorry. Moore's not having a great game at right back. Scott. Oh no, he's giving the ball away. Literally, I called it. I said he's having a bad game, and then he gives the ball away. Oh dear. What's he doing? And you know what? It's a really, really poor goal to concede, isn't it? Right. Okay. Let's bring someone on then. Let's... Okay. Right. In possession, I want Ranger there. Okay. Out of possession, let's do that. Be wide. So I'm messing about now, aren't I? Actually, yeah, here we go. Right, let's go to 4-2-4. Okay. Let's try that. Okay, there we go. We'll change it up. Let's go to 4-2-4 rather than the 5-3-2 or whatever it was we were playing before. See if that'll give us a bit better shape. And this is literally all down to Scott's fault for giving the ball away. Come on, Darlow. Let's get that ball out of our defence. Ranger. Jack's on. Over the top. Great ball. Tom Allen. Can he find a body in the box? Moore. McGowan. Do you know what? Moments like that, I don't even react. I'm just like, he's going to miss. He's going to miss. Oof. Nearly conceding again. Let's bring Platty on and bring Rutledge on. Encourage. Encourage. Instructions. Let's see if there's any way of speeding things up a bit. More direct. Play for set pieces as well. Oh, it's a corner for Chester again. Let's just wait for them to get the ball in, shall we? There's a 2-0 defeat incoming here, isn't there? You know, we're going to try and get ourselves involved, but we know what's coming. Do we go attacking as well? We're going to have to, aren't we? Route 1. Okay, it's got to be Route 1. Come on, boys. Get the ball into the mixer. Nodded away. Here's Deontay Ranger. Oh, can't get the ball through. It's over the top. Here's their second. I told you, didn't I? I said it's going to be 2-0. Even at the time, literally the very, very next button press leads to the second goal. Oh. I mean, that's us in 11th now, 6 points behind Bedford. Oh, I think we're out of the playoffs now. Does Leach duck under the shot? Maybe, I don't know. Like, it's just a bit frustrating, isn't it? I mean, again, let's think about this logically, though, right? We're playing second in the league. We're expected to finish 12th, by the way. Okay, and we're currently 11th. So while I'm making this sound like a massive big deal, it's sort of not. It's not the end of the world. We would love to be better, obviously. Yeah, we'd love to be better, but at the minute, we're just not. It's just not clicking, is it? And I don't know whether it's a tactical thing. I don't know whether it's a quality thing. I don't know whether it's a manager thing. I think it's all a bit of everything, to be honest. I think all of those things probably are true in some respect. I mean, look at form. Form's been a bit all over the place. We were solid. Then we dropped a load of points. That's what's undone us, to be honest. And then now we're just kind of trying to find our feet as we come towards the back end of the season, sort of limping ourselves over the line, really. Mid-table is mid-table. This is the things are, you know, the expectations, musician, are to finish mid-table. So we're doing what we're doing. We're doing what's expected. But I think when we've had that little sniff of being above, and like we were in the playoffs and we were looking reasonable at that moment in time, it's that whole thing of, I don't understand how we went 7 in a row winning to then 7 matches without a win. That's the bit that I can't get my head around. Other than that's just Football Manager. That's how it works. And I know that we maybe have to be a little bit more intricate and a little bit more sort of like, you got to really focus on a few things in this game this year. Stuff that I'm not particularly good at, I'm aware, and I don't really pay as much attention as some people do. So there is obviously part of that is my fault. But there's also little bits where I'm thinking, I still don't really know how we've been beaten by that. Yeah. Long seasons are hard when it's mid-table. They are, but, you know, let's take the positives from it. You know, the positives are we're in mid-table. That's not dreadful. We're doing exactly what we expected of. Let's drop more out, actually. Headley can go back in. Rutledge has got to start scoring, surely. 5 goals this season. That's not many, is it? Irwin's playing well, but he needs resting probably. So that's a bit of a concern to maybe have to bring him off. At least we're not underachieving. That's true. That's true. So we brought Headley in. We brought Nelson back in. Defensively, we're tiring. We're home to Buxton as well. We're the underdogs. We're the underdogs like in every match at the moment. Again, I feel like this setup might be a little bit too defensive. That could possibly be half of our problem now. But we brought that setup in to just try and solidify where we are and just to try and, you know, stop losing. And given the fact we've lost 2 games already this stream, it clearly isn't working. Come on then, Darlow. Let's show us something good. Yeah. Show us what it's all about. And it might just be that the shape's fine, but the rolls are wrong. It might even be that we need to move Hatfield up a little bit and have 3 across the middle. And then he drops into that DM role out of possession. Maybe that's it, actually. Just put him as just a central midfielder there. Nothing more, nothing less. Let's try that. Could even have a centre-back stepping up. It's a very appropriate song for this point of the season. Isn't it just? Isn't it just? We're halfway there. We're living on a prayer. It would only be more appropriate if it was Papa Roach cut my life into pieces. Here we go, though. Free kick. Headley's over it. Come on, get a decent ball in. Oh, Jesse Nelson. He's not fit. He's not fit. That's why he's missed. Oh, I can't listen to this, I'm afraid. I can't be doing with Spandau Ballet. And true, that's got to go. Jason says, if my boss keeps telling me you're going to drop it 8 times out of 10, I'm dropping it. Yeah. Self-fulfilling prophecy, isn't it, Jason? That's the problem. Again, we're letting them have the ball, aren't we? And we're having less shots, and I feel like we're just bringing pressure onto ourselves. Oh, we've just managed to avoid one. Oh, greetings from Turkey. Greetings. Greetings, Alpire. Welcome in. Right, we need to do better in the second half, okay? Things have got to improve. Who's not playing well? Headley's on a 6-4. He's looking composed, but he's not playing well. Myers-Smith's on the bench. Scotto's looking tired. I'll tell you what. Switch that over. McGowan's looking tired. Irwin's looking tired. Let's change them there. Platty possibly for McGowan. Go on then. 2 changes at half time. Nothing else has changed. We're a bit more positive. I think if we can get the ball up front, we should be all right. But we're not doing that, are we? We've got 44% possession. We've had 4 shots. Maskell's injured now. So Rutledge or Mortimer. Is it Rutledge on? Right, Irwin's tiring. Do you know what? I'm tempted to sacrifice Irwin and put another striker on. Any of these players step up into Headley's on a yellow card now, so let's maybe bring Ranger on. Actually, do you know what? Let's to go 4-2-4 again. I mean, Headley's not playing well, is he? Right, let's sacrifice this then. Okay. Where are we going? Mortimer goes up there. Let's see. If I mean, I don't know. I think I've just clicked loads of stuff now. even more than normal. This is me just like bashing buttons and hoping for the best. There's no rhyme or reason to what I've just done, and now there's a free kick. Oh, crashed off the crossbar. I don't really know. This song again is very appropriate. We're here for the danger zone. You know what? Let's put another striker on. We've got to roll the dice, haven't we? 15 minutes to go. We've got to do something. If it ends up another defeat, at least we can say we tried. We've had one more shot. We've got 4 strikers on. It doesn't look like anything's actually happening. Come on, Darlow. We're going to play out a 0-0 draw at best. 0-0. I mean, we were poor. Very, very poor. 6 shots. 21 for them. It's just not good enough, is it? How do we motivate the unmotivated? This is the question. Nelson says he wants to end his goal drought. That's fine. Rutledge says that he's going to... Yeah. Maskell's out for a couple of days. Better than losing. That is true. That is true. Unless you play long, 4 strikers won't help as you have no control of the ball in midfield. That's a fair point, actually. Works sort of made a bid for Harry Walker. He's not interested in speaking, right? Harry Walker needs a contract. Get this boy locked down. Okay? Thing with playing long ball, though, is when we play a long ball and we don't win the ball, we've then got no one who's going to pick the ball back up when it comes back through, isn't it? Yeah. So it's like that's winning that second ball again. That's the problem. And then we need forwards who can compete with the ball. Exactly, yeah. There's loads of parts of the puzzle that sadly aren't quite clicking right now. Leamington are down in 20th, so a win here is a must. A win here is a must. Maybe controlling the possession's not what we want. Maybe we go... Dare we go to the dark side. Dare we go. Dare we go, Geggin. Do we ticky? It all feels a bit dirty, doesn't it? Yeah. But playing out of the back can be risky. Slow tempo on the attack, yeah. Fluid counter-attack draws the opposition out, unpredictable on the counter. Turnovers and attack, obviously. More combination players, retaining possession for vertical tick-attacker. I mean, are we a vertical ticky-tacker side? Requires a very high level of technical ability. We don't have that. I think we keep it as controlled possession, but I think the caveat is, when we have the ball, can you please do something with it? Yeah? Can you try and score a goal? That would be really, really useful. Even just taking a shot would be nice. The interesting thing, of course, is going to be is that at the end of the season, a lot of our players are going to be out of contract, so they're going to leave. So then we're going to have a complete rebuild in the summer, where we're going to have to try and put together a completely new team, pretty much. Tactics do need a lot more thinking about. Oh, I agree, Rich. I agree. And there's a lot more intricacy and a lot more, like, you can't just, from what I'm noticing, is you can't just have one tactic and go, that'll work, and just steamroll it through. There's got to be a slight element of nuance and sort of being able to think on your feet and sort of go like, all right, let's adapt, let's work and see what's not working, let's watch the highlights and then try and work from there and be like, okay, cool, I can see what's happening here. The problem is in order to do that, you need a lot more tactical knowledge than I've got. So that's a concern. Yeah? And I don't know how quickly I'm going to learn everything about football tactics. Girls go Catenaccio in honour of Scott McTominay. I mean, do you know what? That's not the worst idea, you know. Even parking the bus isn't the worst idea, and just play proper defensive football. That's not a bad idea, you know. Just try and smoke them out and go, right, we're doing it this way. Okay? This is how we're going to go. I quite like that idea, actually. I do quite like it. That has every bit of evil in me. And if it works, that'll be even better. But is Football Manager set up for defensive football? That's the question, isn't it? We can't do defensive football against Leamington, though. We've got to go on the front foot. We've got to try and make it work. But could we go defensively? It would be interesting to try and work it out, wouldn't it? Leamington there, 39 points. Just above the relegation zone. They're going to fancy their chances against us, aren't they? They're not worried about Darlington. They're looking at us going, it's just 3 points here. Let's go, Darlo. The mad scientist is in. Hello, pal. How are we? Hope you're well. Apologies for yesterday, but here's Diamani. Ball's crossed in, cleared away. They're looking at you like a starving wolf looks at a bacon sandwich. Slip the ball in. Can we get the ball away? Can we get it away? Can we just close them down? Now. Now, here's the thing. I'm thinking again that potentially by stepping in, we are losing our shape. So, where's our press? Let's be flexible with it. Let's not always dive in, right? Another great motivational song. Agreed. Yes, Mr. Rymo. Yes, Rocket Dan. Welcome in. I enjoyed the show yesterday, says the Mad Scientist. What a show. What a show. Scott Barrow. Outside to Scotty. Go on. Down the line. Go on. Go for... Oh, no. What's he done? Suicidal pass. Oh, come on, Scotty. Don't give a goal away from this. Right, we have to have words with Scotty because he's done this again. He's done this a couple of times now. So let's make you a playmaker, Wingback. Let's give you more pressure. Yeah, let's see what else you can do. What else you got? I mean, this has been a dreadful game to watch. 3 shots from us, 2 from them. No shots on target for either of us. 35 minutes played. Corner in, nodded away by Nelson. That'll do. Scotty, come on. Let's have that counter-attack. Go on, Scotty. Puts his foot on it. Can he find a man? There's loads of white shirts in the box. Deontay Ranger. There we go. That's what we wanted. A bit of classic TJ counter-attacking. Come on. Scotty holds it up. Picks his man. Dante Ranger. Tucks it in the bottom corner. He's got the eye for the goal. He's got the eye of a tiger. He's got reasonable vision. How are we going in the league? We are mid-table, Mads. We're probably going to miss out on the playoffs, I reckon. Because we're currently 7 points behind Kings Lynn. Corner coming in from Barrow. Whose head are we going for? Not even beating the first man, are we? Half time. Okay, 1-0 at half time. We'll take that. Not playing particularly well. Got the ball. They've got more shots than us, but we're ahead. That's the main thing. We're 7 points behind the team are in 7th. And I think there's now something like 10 games to go, 9 games to go, maybe, or something. Is Barrow a centre-back? He is, but he can also play out wide. So, I think basically we've moved him inside because I wanted to get Scott up on the wings. So, we could move him out. Could put him back out on the left. This is where the lack of depth is with the squad, to be honest. So I've got Barrow playing wide centre-back so he can sort of drift out into his more preferred position around about full-back area. But I don't know whether that's also part of the problem because he's drifting. Yeah, or whether we just keep him standing still. Wondering why he's taking the corner. I think he's doing it with crossing. Crossing of 11. Corners of 8. So that might be it. Yeah, corners of 6 for McGowan. Irwin. Corners of 7. Yeah, he's clearly the best corner taker. Right, Irwin's tiring again. So we might need to consider him in the second half. But 1-0 up. Here's Scott. Inside to McGowan, who just goes past his man. Ranger. Irwin. Out wide to Madison. Oh, loses the ball. Oh, he's gone down. Owen picks it up though. Jesse Nelson. Get in. That's what we need. The eye for the goal is back. Big Jesse. The countdown to 1,000 continues. Terrible foul on Maddison, by the way. Great cross. Nelson gets up. And is that John Ruddy in goal? I don't think it is. Surely it can't be. Surely it can't be. It might be, you know. Right, Madson's injured, so he's going to have to come off for Myers-Smith. Irwin's got a 7.3 following that assist as well. Here we go. Nelson. To Barrow. Barrow over the top. McGowan chases it down. Scott, great cross. It's come out. Irwin belts it. Oof. Now we're cooking. Now we're cooking. Bit of Rick Astley on the go. 2-0 up against Leamington. Life is good, everyone. This is what TJ Ball's all about in Darlington. Yeah? I don't think our player did get up, Jason. I think he's left there. We've had to scoop him off the floor and just like roll him out. Unfortunately, he's done for now. He's pronounced dead on the scene. Should have known a Rick roll was coming. We all feel it. Barrow pops his foot on the ball. Plays it through. Ranger doesn't get the ball. Doesn't get the flick on. It's a turnover in possession. Oh no. That's fine. That's fine. No problem. No problem at all. Oh no, bad goalkeeper decisions from goal kicks will always haunt me. Scotty gives it away again. Come on, boys. Oh, great save. Brilliant save. We're inviting a lot of pressure here, to be honest, aren't we? Over the top again. Right, we've ridden that out. That's fine. Evening, Tristan. Good to see you. Hope you're well. Rich, not a problem. I'll go and check out Hank. We'll probably end up raiding in as well once we're finished. If they're still streaming when we're done. Well, appreciate you being here as always. Let's get Jesse off actually. Man, actually we could even go at some point. We could even bring second striker on and pull these two, Main and Ranger, out and have just one up top, just to see the game out. Actually, let's do that. Let's give Owen a little rest. Right, there we go. Let's hopefully see this one out, shall we? 2-0 up, let's see. 56 to 63. Still 7 points, Kings Lynn. Currently 3-2 down to Fylde, so it's actually looking all right for us. It should be worse. Three points. That's what we needed. That's what we got. That's what we're after. Massive result for us. Massive result. Yeah, that's good. That brings a bit of confidence. South Shields have now secured a playoff spot. That's how far ahead South Shields are from us. Jesse Nelson finally scores. That's his 15th goal of the season, though, for the 17-year-old. 15 goals isn't bad. Will Madsen out for a couple of weeks. Let's just keep being positive in the press. So yeah, injury to Madsen's going to be a bit of a concern. Means we have to look to bring more back in probably now. So key findings: we've scored none of our 6 attempted shots from outside the area. Yeah, we're not good at shooting outside the area. Shields aren't just further up north than Darlow, they're also further up than Darlow. That is true. That is true. Yeah. Depressingly so. It's just the way of the world, isn't it, Luffy, sadly? It's not right. Oh, let's go and check Leamington, actually, because was that John Ruddy in goal? Jack Ruddy. Without sounding something obvious, is that John Ruddy's son? Let's scout him, because he was... I mean, he might be okay, actually. Add to shortlist. Handling 3 to 10 is not brilliant, but... I mean, he might be better than what we've currently got. We'll see. Henry, do you think SI did the right decision to delay the update they had announced for today? Yeah, if it doesn't work, delay it. Yeah. Absolutely. Do you think it would have been a better decision to have brought an update out that didn't work? That for me feels like a weird decision. Especially after having brought out a game that didn't work. Why would you then bring out an update that doesn't work? You know. It is his son. I came across him when I was manager at Marine. Nice. There we go, John Ruddy's son. Ruddy, hell, it's soft sell. They said it would have a knock-on effect, and surely it's a good thing they didn't push it out. Yeah. For me, that feels like an obvious choice, but I mean, sometimes, you know, I think some people get very, very... They're very set on things at the minute, aren't they? Like, you know, to go, nope, they said this, therefore I expect this. And sometimes it's just like, look, just take a step back. Let's let them do the thing. Yeah. Good evening, Chewy. Good to see you, pal. Hope you're well. It's been a while. Hope life's treating you good. Jordan Pickett plays everywhere. Marcus Porsche. Damon Park. Jack Tierney. 14 for jumping reach. 12 for heading. 15 for aggression. Lewis Fensom. I get the feeling he's a first teamer. 18 played, yeah. He's not going to come on loan, is he? Well, he is, but not at 400 quid a month, he's not. A week, he's not. Also, he's not interested in coming, so that's probably fine. Tierney, you say, exactly, yeah. He's a no-nonsense centre-back who can play midfield, and he's probably good at scoring from 20 yards. You think it's the right decision, but it also upsets all the haters again. I mean, look, the problem with haters is they're going to be upset regardless. Like, and you can't really, you can't really cater to them. You just got to do your own thing and like hope for the best. Yeah, just see what happens. Just stick to trying to get the game out as good as you can. You know, focus on what you can control. Still getting your head back on from last night, says Chewy. I mean, look, yeah, nobody can. Everyone's head fell off last night. It's just, that's where we are right now. That's how life is. Yeah. I should say as well, by the way, that if you're new in the chat and you haven't already done so, make sure you're following the FM show. That's going to come out tomorrow. Myself and Second Yellow Card chatting with Lelujo. In fact, and Si Maggio's on that one as well. So that was good conversation. We recorded with Robbo and Omega Luke last night. So that's a good one as well. Zealand is going to be up shortly. Who else have we got? Loki Doki in the books. That's going to be a good one. I've not been able to speak to Loki properly, so I'm very, very much looking forward to that. Be good to sort of hear what he's got to say about things, because I was a massive fan of his journeyman career, his journeyman save a few years back. So be good to have a conversation with him. I know he doesn't do too many podcasts, so getting him in is going to be good. Ben and Clates, we're going to try and get on at the same time. We just need to get the date locked down for them to work out when we do it. And then we're almost into Christmas. So there's quite a few things still to do before Christmas. We've tentatively broached the idea of a FM show pod and WFM show Christmas quiz. So we're going to try and do that. That's going to be cool. Very much looking forward to that. Yeah. Oh, we've got some surprise stuff as well, where between the FM show team, we've got a little Christmas Secret Santa, which is going to be good. So that will be fun. Will be fun. Right, Kidderminster at home next. We won our last game against Leamington. Let's see if we can continue that. Yeah. 2 wins out of 2. Dare we dream? Dare we dream of 2 wins out of 2? 2 wins on the bounce. Oh, that would be beautiful if we were able to do such a thing. Come on, Kidderminster are just above us as well, so we need to beat them. Yeah, we don't need them getting the points. Come on, boys, get yourselves in there. Start hustling for that ball. Oh, how's he missed that? Let's not question it. Let's just accept it. He's put it high and wide. That's because he's not a very good player. Let's just say that answer. Where's that to? That's to nobody. That's a dreadful goal kick. I mean, literally putting ourselves under pressure here. What are we doing? This is crazy 5 minutes. Oof, off the bar again. Just, slow things down. Slow things down, boys. Right? Enough of this silliness. We're on lower tempo already. Oh, God. Show my age, every tune tonight has been a banger after a banger. Haven't they just, Chariot? Yeah, this is my vibe. Let's go slower tempo again. Let's also make sure as well we're trapping them inside. Let's do a standard press as well. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Here we go. Barrow's free kick. Floats it. McGowan's head. Ooh. Ooh. I thought that had gone in. The angle made me think, and now I end up cheering like one of those idiots you see at the footballers. Oh, they're cheering it in the side netting. Hatfield whips the corner in. That's another header. Oh, two glorious chances. Darwin UK, appreciate the follow, my friend. Very kind, thank you. If you are new, by the way, please feel pop a follow on the channel. McGowan, Barrow, Leach, look at us playing out of the back. Do we want to encourage this sort of behaviour? I'm not sure we do. Irwin, Moore gives it away. That's why we don't want to encourage this sort of behaviour. Patterson, Powell. It's over the top. It's fine. It's fine. Don't worry. It's okay. Ooh. Will McGowan's playing out of position, apparently. Is he? Where do they want him to be? Has the shilling paid for licensed music? You better believe it, MCG. Yeah. Tonight's stream is sponsored by Sony and Polydor Records. We are looking pretty good here. 13 shots, 60% of the possession. Only 4 shots on target, though, to be honest. So, statistically, pretty decent. Keeps us there or thereabouts. You know, there we are, 57 points. Bedford's on 64. Kings Lynn are on 63. We, you know, look, we know that if we get a result, we move closer, but it's all about just turning the screw that little bit, isn't it? McGowan's struggling a smidge. What do we change him to? Let him play, mate, maybe? Let Irwin just be the channel midfielder? See how much of a difference that makes, to be honest. Nelson's not having a great time. He's on 6.3 up front. Range on a 6.5, so none of the strikers are really getting involved. Moore again, 6.5 at fullback, or wingback, I should say, sorry. Here they come again. Oh, well intercepted. McGowan. Come on, use your playmaking abilities, McGowan. There's Nelson. Pulls the ball up. We're not counter-attacking too quickly. Here's Scotty. Down the line. Can you find someone? Can you pick a pass, Scotty? Don't need to. Doesn't need to. Doesn't need to pick a pass. He's going to rifle it in the top of the net. What a man. What a fantastic decision. A decision I approve of, and if anything, probably told him to do. I didn't say cut the ball back at all, did I? I didn't say that. What a finish. What a finish. Come on. Welcome in, no Scotland, no party. Welcome, welcome. Appreciate the follow. We are coming. That's just the way I'm sitting. That's what that's cheap. That's cheap. What do we do? I tell you what, Nelson's starting to tire a bit, so let's get Jack Mortimer on for Nelson. A few of our players are used to playing at a higher tempo. They are, but We're trying to grind out a win here. Cross in, cleared away. Ranger gets it away as well. It's 15 minutes to go, innit? It's a little bit too long. Oh no. Not from here, not from here, not from here. Oh, great save. Leach tips it round the post. I think we might have to pop another man in midfield here and try and see the game out, I reckon. So I'm afraid Rangers coming off. Oh, let's go cautious. I don't think I should go cautious. Part of me thinks I need to keep attacking. Things like that happen, don't they? This is it keeps happening every time. Every time I do it, I know it happens, and I'm like, oh, I'll just do this. That'll be fine. And it's like, TJ, you know this is exactly what happens. You can't sit back anymore. It just doesn't work, does it? You've got to attack, TJ. Sitting back is just inviting pressure. Right. Come on then. Rutledge is going on. Have we thrown this away? Have we thrown 2 points away? I feel like maybe we have. Unless we can do something with this last attack here. Platty, get the ball forward, boys. I know we're playing slow tempo. Oh, no, 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 no. Not like this. Oof. Let's speed the play up a little bit. This is a tune as well, by the way. Look, 1-1's not the worst result in the world. It sort of keeps us in a shout. 57 points to 63. 6 points, but it's 2 points dropped in it. Really. Let's tell them we did well. They're happy with that. Again, it's stopping the rot. It's not quite wins, but it's certainly not defeats. Which at this stage of the season, we'll absolutely take. We're not talking about whether or not our goalkeeper's staying next year, because hopefully we can get a better one. I think we'll be in the market for a lot more players in the summer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 2. 7 games left. Seven games left. 6 points behind Kings Lynn. We've lost 14 matches. This is the problem. Like, when you look at it, okay, played 36, won 16, drawn 9, which is, you know, in amongst the lowest amount of draws, but 14 defeats. I mean, Scarborough Athletic got 14. Everyone in the bottom half's got 14 defeats. No one in the top half does. We've scored 62 goals. We've conceded 50. I mean, it's it's fair to see where our problems have arisen. But I do like the belief that we can do it. We can do it. Jameson Horlick. We put him on the shortlist just because of his name. Reluctant to let him leave. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, seven days to go. Can we bring anybody in? I mean, Jack Tierney is maybe an option. I'm not paying 220 quid though, that's for certain. Whoever we bring in has got to be free as well. Jordan Piggott. He plays everywhere. He might be quite handy. But again, I think he's going to want 350 quid a week. We're not paying it. We're not paying it. And the mandatory 4.5 grand. And we haven't got that either. Even 33. Good to see you, pal. Hope you're well. I wonder whether we try and just put some. What we got? 63 quid. £63. Is there any free transfers out there that we could? I mean, is there a? Where's the? Yeah, we can't obviously do the database per se, but where's players who are out of contract? They don't have to be scouted either. Kevin Adewini. Right, you're out of contract. Come and have a trial. Okay. You never know. We might be able to get a 46-year-old Paraguayan centre back in. You can come for a trial. Of course you can. This is exactly what we're after. And Tony Gaboppo. You can come in as well. I suppose we might as well check for strikers if there's any strikers available. Nivaldo, 37-year-old Brazilian. Leroy Lita. Hang on. Why have we not considered this before? Is that ex-Sunderland Paulo da Silva? He was 46 back then. Did he play for Sunderland? Ryan Vilgers. Let's get him on trials, but we might as well just trial all these. Logan Trainer. I mean, we said we weren't going to use, transfer room per se. We're obviously not searching via attributes, but if there's a list of players that are out of contract, we know about this, right? Okay. Let's get 37-year-old Nivaldo in. Let's see what he says. All we need is one of these players to be interested. And one of these players to be able to just go, yeah, do you know what? I'll come and sign. And it could be fun. Harry Hubie. John Joseph Power. John Power, isn't he the guy from Cast? Yeah, let's get the singer from Cast in as well. Why not? It's a fine time to make a change, I believe. Is there a goalkeeper? Ben Chapman from, where's VGB? Is that the Virgin Isles? British Virgin Isles, yeah. Lucas Kibra. Max Porter. Let's just get all these lads in. See what they want to say. Justin Griffith, from Barbados. And then Max Porter. Right, let's just have a look. See what we can do. We might not be able to get anybody. But why not? Let's have a try, shall we? Cast was my first ever gig when I was 14. Nice. There's a question then. What was everyone else's first gigs? Let us know. Quarantine Cyclist, hope you're well. Loving the Scottish trip to North America scheduled for next year. A little bit cyclist. I mean, I had already said to Mrs. J that we need to go to the States next year, and now there seems another reason to go. Thought you said Rivaldo for a second. We might as well sign Rivaldo at this point, Dan. I mean, we've got Leroy Lita coming on trial, hopefully. Jamie Lord, nice to see you, buddy. Hope you're well, living the save. I'm your head analyst in the game. Are you? Let me see this. All right, where's staff? Recruitment team. Analyst. I haven't got an analyst. Oh, hang on. Here we go. Head performance analyst. Let me work out who these people are. Oh, Michael Evans. Michael Evans is my recruitment analyst. Where's my performance analyst? I mean, this is awkward, isn't it? If you actually are the analyst in real life and you're not actually in my game, that's going to be concerning. Again, we're going to have to take up umbrage with the with some of the what they call them, the people who put this, or the researchers. He is there, is he? Oh God, there is. Sorry, Jamie Ladd. Oh, sorry, I've got my glasses on as well. Do you know what I mean? I should be able to see this. Welcome in, Jamie. I'm a big fan of this. I like the fact you're young. I like the fact you're here. I like the fact you're one of us. You're a Scot. Good work. What's happening then? Tell me how we analyse all this, because at the minute, I need you to go through it, right? Because we're not doing great, right? Can you tell me what's going wrong? Can you tell me how I can make this better? It says as well you're not very good with data, but you must be, surely. This is obviously all, incorrect, I'm guessing, because they've got Jack Mortimer down as not able to take free kicks, and we know that he's Roberto Darlos. So I like the fact that word's getting round Darlo now that, like, right, there's a dude who's having a go streaming as us. We've lost Gobbo. Gaboppo's gone to Western Supermare. He would have looked all right as well, Let's get all these lads in on trial. Right. Jamie, I want you to work out which ones these are the players to go for. The answer had better be Leroy Lita. Delegates, analyst, management. Yeah, absolutely cyclist. Okay, let's see. Go through each of these, right? Max Porter. He can catch a ball. He's only 5'10". But Catching's good for me. Where was he? Formerly of Tamworth. 18 years old. Could we maybe get him on a non-contract? That'll be interesting. Harry Hubie. Vision, 13 to 20. I mean, there's a possibility that he can't really pass the ball, though. So that's a concern. Who's the Marine fan in the chat? What do you know about Harry Hubie? No brainer to bring in Leroy Leiter. Exactly, Jamie. Jamie knows the score. Jamie knows the score. If there's an opportunity to bring a 41-year-old Leroy Leiter into the side, then we absolutely should be doing it. Surely he's going to come and play for free, right? How long before the actual manager comes in the stream? How long before I'm streaming from Darlington? This is the thing, isn't it? We put the VOD on the TVs of the coach, and Saturday all the lads could hear your opinions on them. Oh dear. I take it I'm in trouble then, am I? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. I was complimentary for most of them. All we need to know is I'm a big fan of Jesse Nels, right? Okay, and obviously we're a fan of Big Jack, Harry Walker, the gentle giant. I may have said that a couple of players, the goalkeepers particularly came off pretty bad. I think I said that we even had even the defenders were better than the goalkeepers. I stand by it. Should have filmed it. Should have done. I'm not, just for any, in case anyone's just for any, clarification. I'm not going to Darlington ever again. Don't think I'm welcome. Andrews Aboyeg. Finishing 13 to 19. Determination 13 to 19. That's something. That's something. Lucas Kibra, goalkeeper. Well, we need a goalkeeper, but he likes to rush out, so I'm not sure about that. Kevin Adewini. Determination, 16 from centre back. Can't really head the ball though. 9 for jump and reach, but he's quick. Decent marking. 5'10". He's one of those Franco Baresi types. But he's been at Nottingham Forest, so maybe he's quite good. Kevin Adewini. I've upgraded my background music. Basically all I've done is I've now decided that I was getting a little bit bored of listening to Epidemic music. So I worked out how to put Spotify on it, and hopefully it now doesn't record on YouTube. So yeah, that's why I've decided to do that. So we can mix things around a little bit. So now I sound like a real streamer. Not that I didn't sound like a real streamer before, but just, there's a little bit more variety we can have. John Power of Cast looks like he might be pretty decent though. Lots of acceleration, lots of fitness, lots of determination. First touch looks decent. Although I didn't have it set up properly the other day, and YouTube told me off. So, but by all accounts, there's no music on YouTube tonight, so I think I've done it right. Ben Chapman looks pretty poor. He doesn't look good at all. Let's hope the rest of the season doesn't go to dire straits. I mean, look, this is what it's all about, isn't it? We got puns all over the place. Ryan Viggers looks handy enough. Doesn't look as good as that Spanish striker though. 37-year-old Nivaldo. He doesn't look the part, I'm afraid. Oh. It's a shame, actually. We could have done with that. This would have been like when they signed Aspria. Leroy Leiter. Here we go. We don't even have to look. We're just going to go straight from... And he can play centre-back. Okay? Please. Some sort of non-contract would be ideal here. So it doesn't cost us any money. No contract. 120 quid an appearance. That feels like a lot. What do we think is reasonable to pay Leroy Lita for playing? Right. You're not getting an unused substitute appearance. 100 quid for every time he plays? I feel like that's a waste of money, but it's Leroy Lita. We could probably... Paulo da Silva, apparently, is the guy that we should be getting, though. No, you'll get a takeover. Oh, God. Could you imagine that? What's this? Our scouts are saying he's incredible. Gonna have to go prep for our match against Spenny the weekend. The lads are still watching the save. JC's ego's been through the roof. Honestly, good. I'm glad. He needs to be scoring more goals. Good luck for the game against Spenny this weekend. Big match, of course, this weekend, Spenny. We probably... Could we go? We might see about getting up, actually, to be honest. Needless to say, neither of the goalkeepers kept watching. The goalkeepers need to keep watching their hands. That's what they need to do. Start working with these, not these. Get these on the go. Yeah, excellent. Well, fingers crossed for the weekend. Hopefully we get a good result. And yeah, I will try and pop across at some point and catch the games. I'll be in disguise so the goalkeepers don't recognise me. But yeah, Jamie, pleasure to have you in, my friend. How much does he want? 250 quid a week? We don't have that sort of money, I'm afraid. Oh, actually... What's happened here? Wage budget impact. We have a remaining budget of £600 a week. Oh, chat. Have we just potentially unlocked some sort of weird glitch? Or is my maths not quite mathsing? Because I thought we didn't have much money. And now apparently we might have £600 a week. And we might potentially be able to sign a 46-year-old Paraguayan centre-back. I mean, this all sounds perfectly plausible to me. Will Grigg on a short-term contract is nowhere near as catchy. I mean, Will Grigg on a short-term contract, again, is also not the worst idea. I mean, what's... Right, I'm going to have to hang fire with this, because we can't be in a situation where these are the sorts of... Yeah, Jack's in. Welcome, Jack. So it turns out I'm in trouble, Jack. Is what I've found out. Yeah. I can't believe I'm in trouble. Actually, to be fair, I can believe I'm in trouble. I'm normally in trouble. You know. Right, what's Jordan looking like? Are we interested in Jordan? Jordan looks decent enough. Right, we've got a question here, Jack. Right. How do you fancy playing alongside Leroy Lita? I mean, it's a question that's probably a fairly straightforward answer, isn't it, really? I was about to say you're always in trouble. I am. That's a good point, Luffy, actually. We're 6 points away from the playoffs. We've got 7 games to go. We've offered Leroy Lita a pay-as-you-play deal. Gudger's in on the raid. Appreciate you, Gudger. Very kind, my friend. We've also got Paulo da Silva, who's recommended by the scouts as incredible. So that's a thing. Where it's like, right, okay, maybe we Maybe we bring in a 46-year-old centre-back as well. The worrying thing is he looks good, though. Logan Trainer could be pretty decent up front. Jack Tierney, I mean, sounds Scottish, doesn't he? AZ55, evening, buddy. How are we? Appreciate the follow. Very, very kind. And the 37-year-old Nivaldo that we had a look at, he wasn't good enough, I'm afraid. I want Lita to be a counter-attack player, and every time we're responding from a set piece, everyone moves forward shouting Leroy. Yeah, I do as well. Leroy. Because, yeah, look, see, recruitment budget, £63 a week available. So how come we can't spend that? Get Jack on a pre-contract for next year. Not just yet, I don't think. That we've got to wait until it's like 6 weeks to go. If we can get him for free now, like, or even paying like a little bit of his wages, we could maybe see about it. You just had an advert for Durex. Fair. That's what we need to do, Tim. You know, stay safe. You know, offer months in advance. If it's outside of the country, yes. If it's internal, then no. And we're also looking at John Power, who's the guitarist from Cast. Future prospect, non-contract. In you come, John Power. What we should really do, actually, let's just see how many of these would actually sign on non-contracts. Would Adewini? £190 appearance fee. I mean, I guess if we don't play him, then £170 still sounds quite a lot. We might end up bankrupting the club with these sorts of signings, so let's think about them for now. What we got here from the chat? There's came to enjoy as recommended by the coach. Oh, so you're the staff of the Goodyear. Well, good. The Goodyear keeps good company. Well, that's Max Porter. Handling of 12 to 18. Oh, again, 170 quid. This is a lot in it for like if they're not good enough, it's going to cost us a lot of money. So we've got to think about this. There's Nivaldo, by the way. Which I am going to see if he wants to sign for free. 270 quid. No, soz Rivaldo. I'm not having it. Nivaldo. Enjoying life in an old stomping ground of yours. Where are you, Goodyear? You're in South America, so you must be at Juventude, possibly? The Greek second division. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're talking. Right, they're desperate to get as much cash for Tini as possible. And why not? Right, how are we feeling for the weekend then, Jack? Are we gonna smash Spenny? Be a tough game, that one. That will be a tough game. We've got a big match here against Peterborough Sports as well. So Peterborough Sports just beneath us. Okay. We're on 57. Kings Lynn are on 63. Kings Lynn versus Curzon Ashton. Curzon all the way down here. Right. Let's see what we can do, shall we? What have we done? What's our formula? Have we won and... Okay, so we're unbeaten in 3. That's good. We've only lost 1 out of our last 5, actually. So, not too shabby. Be a tough game. Scored 5 last night. Keep that up. Should be a good game. Yeah. Keep it up. You'll be fine. You'll be absolutely fine. 5 goals is 5 goals. Right. Let's try this then, shall we? Okay. Right, Jackie will be coming back in during this match, okay? We'll get you back in. Get you back in at halftime. We've had Dante Ranger up front. Jesse's obviously come back from injury. Peterborough Sports away from home. It's a wet Saturday in Peterborough. We need 3 points. We need 3 points. 1 point's not going to be enough at this point, I don't think. Like, I can just feel the playoffs slipping away. You know? It is a tough place to go. But I think we can do it. I think we can do it. Right. So Dante Ranger, who the fuck is that guy? Dante Ranger's a lad we brought in from West Brom. He plays across the front line. He's all right. He's not bad. He scored a goal, so we were quite happy with him. But he's no Jack, is he? You know what I mean? AJL, we might have scored 5 yesterday, but I was convinced it was getting called off because of the floodlight. Oh, what happened with the floodlights? Barrow inside to Scotty. Irwin gives it away. McGowan gets it though. Ranger, little back heel. That's what you can do, Irwin. Oh, undersold it. No. Carryall's on the charge. There's the goal. Great. Jack Colthurst. Look at that. Sloppy ball from Irwin. Giving the ball away in the middle of the park. Come on. Got to do better, haven't we? It's another moment where you think, right, there's the playoffs just slipping away. Let's make use the playmaker. Let's make use the channel player. And you're going to have to sort yourself out pretty quickly. Oh, a free kick. Come off it. McGann over the top. That's fine. Don't worry. We're fine. One light went out, which made 0 change to the visibility, and the ref dragged both teams off. Oh. This thing. Oh, off the other side of the bar. We've rode our luck there a little bit. McGowan, Hatfield. Come on, boys. Get that ball up front. Hatfield, not to one of the blue shirts though. I mean, I know I said get the ball up front, but I did mean aim it for one of our players. That would help, wouldn't it? He's just heard us, I'll just get that ball forward, whatever. Like, I obviously don't need that ball now. Flicked on. We need Leroy Leiter in this team quickly, don't we? We have to slow the tempo down again. This is going to be 2-0, I can feel it. We're still not getting the ball clear. I don't think the danger's away. Nicely done. Nelson holds the ball up, draws the free kick. That'll do. Well played, Jesse. Right. Much slower again. McGowan's not playing great. Dante's not playing great. Hatfield's not playing great. In fact, to be fair, there's a list of players that aren't playing great at this moment in time. I'd have scored that. I know you would have done, Jack. I know you would have done. You're coming on, don't worry. Get yourself stretching. There he is. Oh, come off it. How's that gone in? That's an absolute joke goal, surely. Oh, God. Comical. I think it's coming off. He's scored with his face, I think. There's no point running away celebrating that, mate. You scored an open goal from half a yard. Pathetic. No one celebrates those. You know what I mean? Yeah, Scott's furious. Right, yeah, about time. Get furious. Start performing. Right, how are we going to change this? I think we have to go to... We're going to end up having to go 4-2-4, aren't we? Come on then. Didn't even try and head it, just face deflection. He literally just ran into it. You know what I mean? He wasn't bothered, he just ran it. He didn't know what was happening. Yeah, I just feel like we're letting the playoffs slip away, sadly, boys. Where's the Kings Lynn? Kings Lynn are losing as well, though, so I suppose there is that. Oh. There we go. Well, that's 3-0. Not quite the trip to Peterborough we were hoping for, was it? That's yeah. Shocking. Shocking. I missed it. I'm probably not going to say embarrassed. I'm not going to say it's embarrassing because, look, let's be honest. They're there or thereabouts as well, aren't they? So we're up in the same sort of area of the league, but I've got to do better. Got to do better. I'm not taking Jameson out, by the way, at this point. Nah, not at all. Not at all. We're the 12th, which is where we're expected to be, but I want it to be higher. I want it to be higher. Sack the board. I don't think it's the board's fault. I think it's just one of those, isn't it? Come on then, Barrow. Just get us a consolation goal. Oh, poor Jack's headed it over the top there. Game over. 3-0. Shocking display. That is... Yeah. That's not good. That's not good at all. I don't know what Leroy Lita would have made of that. I think he's going to look at that and think that's pretty pretty concerning. Goalless Mortimer starts to worry Darlington. Look, I think you need to play better if you're going to stay in the first team. I don't want to sit on the bench. I'll work harder. Good, Jack. That's what I want from you. Yeah, we know you'll work harder. But, yeah. No need to panic. They were due a day off, but they're not getting it. What can we do? What can we do? Michael says, can't get strikers scoring. You can't play one up top anymore and expect a striker to get more than 15 goals. Yeah, it's not happening, is it? It's not happening at all. I tried a 4-3-3, couldn't get it working at all. But that's not necessarily down to me, is it? That could be any reason. Right, Stanton doesn't want to go to workshop, which is good. Let's see what they come back with these transfer offers, shall we? It was a cracking game, Will Sawn, last night, wasn't it? It was very good. Right, we're not doing 200 quid for Tierney. I might be wrong, but we're not. And for Piggott, we're not paying 300 quid either. Like, we might panic and end up paying it for Tierney, but at the minute, I don't particularly want to. Basford have made an offer for Ben Headley. Where's Basford? Right, if he wants to go, he wants to go. That's fine. I don't think Robbie Cleary's going to want to come to us for no money. Jack Ruddy. Worthwhile, apparently. Doesn't want to come to us just yet, though. Just yet. That's the key word there, isn't it? Just yet. Simon Rigby. This isn't the trip to Peterborough we were hoping for. Was the squad we're getting prepped by the cathedral approaching 900 years. I mean, I'm not saying why we're there, you know? £600, we can't afford that. I feel like I'm sleepwalking towards the end of the season here. Do you know what I mean? £1,000 a week, we're not going to go anywhere near that. Yeah, no, cancel. Back out of that one. How long's left in the transfer window? 2 days. When's our next match? Filed. Right, well, you know what? Right, for the OCDers in the chat, we have to play the final match of the month. Can we expect business before the window closes? I'm hoping so. Josh Scott wants a new deal. I mean, yes, we understand that. But what? $2.5 grand? Right. Look, Jack, you're gonna have to tell Josh he's not gonna be here next season. $2.5 grand. Where's he learned those numbers? My word. I've never heard such insolence. $2.5 grand. Where does he think he is? Real Madrid. Merthyr have made a bid for Porter as well. All right, yeah, we've gone in for him also. Who are we getting in? Anybody? Stanton doesn't want to go workshop. That's good. We've got an arrow. Adewemi looks like he's in. De Silva's work permit has been rejected. But Kevin Adewemi, former Nottingham Forest midfielder, centre back, sorry. Okay, so former Nottingham Forest player Adewemi has signed. Okay, so we've got a new centre back now. Okay, granted he's not great in the air, but he's determined. He'll do well. The big news is we've signed another centre back / centre forward. Leroy Lita, 41 years young. Leroy Lita has come to Darlington. I don't know if it's the right deal or the wrong deal. But he's here. I'm not saying I've lost the plot. I'm not saying I had the plot. Michael says, my captain's valued £32 million, 3 years left on his contract. Any guess how much Porto have just offered me for him? 17 million, possibly. There we go. Leroy Lita's in there. 150k. That doesn't sound right. The plot is in a different direction, a different planet, a different universe. Everything's different. It's all different. John Power's in. Oh, Max Porter's gone to Merthyr. Okay, we didn't get the goalkeeper in. Bruno China. He's on a youth contract, is he? He doesn't want to come to us. Right, okay. Right. Okay. Any goalkeepers? There we go. Oh, he's not good. He's not good. This is going to be excellent. He's got 9 for handling. How could he be excellent? Although I suppose compared to what we've got currently in goal, then yeah, maybe he is going to be excellent. Jamie Jones, we know is too expensive. We already had a look at him. £420 a week. Nah. Get Kevin Doyle on the phone. It's not the worst shout, you know? It's not the worst shout at all. Justin Griffin looks reasonable. Evening, Breezy. How are we, buddy? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Pleasure to have you, my friend. How's your stream? Big shout out, of course, to Breezy. If you're not following him, you really should be. You know you should be. Great to have you in, my buddy. Hope life's well. No Scotland, no party. Absolutely, Rimstar. And I'll tell you what else is no party. I can tell you right now, there is no party without Leroy Lita. Leroy Lita has just turned up at Darlington. 41 years young. Non-contract. He can play centre forward. He can play centre back. We presume his knees still work at 41. It's going to be fine. That sort of explains where we're at with this situation. Appreciate Breezy though saying he's off to bed. Very kind, very kind. But welcome in, Raiders. Hope you're good. Legs have gone. The legs might have gone, but the first few yards are in your head, aren't they? That's what I'm thinking. You know, if his legs are gone, then does that mean 37-year-old Nivaldo's legs are gone? The answer is probably yes as well, Tony, to be honest. Where was I clicking? Where was I? Oh, yeah. Lucas Kibra. We need a goalkeeper, don't we? 180 quid. Like, honestly, some of these... Some of the money these players want. Unbelievable. I suppose as long as you don't play him, then he's all right. 100 is 100 and odd quid for an appearance. A good idea. We're not paying Preston Leach, but he's conceded 40 goals in 31 matches. Is it now just better to actually pay for a goalkeeper? He's only 1.5. Was it 1.5 star though? What? Maybe we'll get rid of him. Who knows? Ty Barton's gone. He's taken Messi's phone number with him. Right, Tabone's deal can't go through. Transfer window slammed shut. Okay, all done. All done. There'll be no further business at this time. I should say, by the way, that the push for the playoffs isn't looking brilliant because we're not playing very well. We're inconsistent. Yeah, we're not. There's just a little, almost a bit of malaise in the side. We're a bit like, ugh, you know, are we gonna get this done? I think there's a bit of a problem with the manager, to be honest. If I'm being completely honest, I think the manager's to blame. Josh Scott has gone to Queen of the South. There you go. He's away next year. We've lost our left back. So there you go. That's that then. That's that done. See what we can do against Filed. I mean, yeah. 3-0 defeat against Peterborough was shocking. Really, really bad. Dante Rangers coming out. I think Leroy Elite has got to go on. Right, show everyone what he's all about. Are we also going to put... Who else have we just signed? Surely we've just brought a goalkeeper, haven't we? Get Lita the Beater on. I mean, I hope he's not called Lita the Beater. That doesn't really... That's not great, is it? That's not a good look for us. In the youth, that probably makes sense, doesn't it? Yeah. Do we chuck him in? Let's hold out. Let's hold out for another week. See if he's... I don't think we throw him in just yet. Oh, an hour there. There you go. Adewini. Actually, let's have a look at John Power as well. Oh, he doesn't look very good now. I think we've been sold a dud there. I can't see my eyes need testing. I can't see where we've just moved the new defender. He was there, wasn't he? We did move him into the yeah, Adewini. Right, he's got to be there, surely. Nah, I'll sort it. We'll sort it later. Right, come on then. Let's see what Leroy Elite can do, shall we? Actually, no, he's 41 years old. He can have the number 41 shirt. 4-5, number 9. Darlow, the Millwall of the Conference North. That's an unpleasant descriptor, isn't it? We've got Filed away from home, though. We need a much better performance. We need a much better performance from the match against Peterborough Sport, which was shocking. Shocking. Leroy Lita has got to be the guy. He's going to bring us the goals. Surely. I mean, it's concerning when a 41-year-old Leroy Lita is the man you're hanging your playoff hopes on, isn't it? But let's see. It very much looks like 2 Pokemon collectors as the managers as well in this match. Where are Filed? Filed a 9th, so we have to get up and above them, so 3 points would take us in and around where Peterborough Sports are. .45 Balotelli. Yeah, how tall's their number 33? Oh, 38. Big lad, is he? And we've got a 6'6" striker. We've got a 6'8" centre back as well. He's only 16. Come on, boys. Close them down. Close them down. Don't just let them walk straight through. Good save. Oh, 38's tiny, is he? Do we press more or do we... Be a bit narrower. I'm not against the idea of a draw. I know it's like we're in the moment of the sort of the end of the season where we need to be getting results, but for my own sanity, a draw wouldn't be the worst thing. Nil-nil so far. We're still in 12th. We're slowly getting into the game. Leroy Lita's the one who's struggling a bit, to be honest. 6.3. But everyone else is doing fine. Right, free kick, Darlow. Irwin. Good ball in, please. I'll give it to Hatfield. Don't shoot from there. We've genuinely not scored a goal from distance. Well, tell a lie, we scored a goal in the first stream from distance. And since then, nothing. Players just aren't good when it comes to like hitting the ball from outside the box. And yet we still do it. You know, in a sense, I don't blame them for having a go, but it would be nice to actually see them do something they can do. McGowan going wide. Leroy Lita made that happen though. Right, Jesse's starting to tire. He's on a 6-7, but he's starting to tire. Let's put Cedric Main on. Cedric Main on Maskell. Go on, Jack, up you get. You and Leroy Lita can go and do it. It's not really playing well. McGowan's not playing well. You know what? Let's bring Lita off. Can we get anything? Anything at all? It looks like we might, hopefully, well... Let's not get too carried away. There's a possibility we might be able to play the game out as a draw. I mean, it's defenders who are tiring. Oh dear. Oh dear. This can't be good. A highlight in the last minute. Hatfield over the top. Cedric Main's gone chasing. Oh! Oh! Nearly. Oh, that was so close. That was that close. So close. It's not over yet though. Platty. Forbes. Right, we're doing well to keep the ball, but we might have to try and sling it in the box in a second. Someone's going to have to take a risk at some point. Oh, that's not the way that we sling the ball in the box, though, is it? Not like that. Oh. We've got quite a low tempo one anyway. Jamsburg, I'm afraid. 0-0. It's a 0-0 draw. It's not the worst result. It's a reasonable performance, I suppose. It's not a defeat. I'll take that. It's not a defeat. But it would have been nice to have got a win, wouldn't it? 58 points. 65 for Kidderminster. What's that? 7 points now. 7 points and 5 games to go. I think it's just out of our reach now. I mean, mathematically it's still possible, but we need a lot of stuff to go. Actually, no, there's only 3 games left now. I thought there was 5 games. There's 3. I think it's all over, isn't it? I wasn't even going to play. I wasn't going to play it all the way up to there tonight. Right. Okay. I think what we do is we use these last 3 games to learn. Right. Winning a game might be a start. Yeah, probably. We could do with your sort of coaching brains and the in the staff. Ease off tackles. Yeah. Somebody went to Harvard. Yeah. Let's regroup, because that's a word that we've learned. Let's regroup, and we'll probably be back in tomorrow, because we normally do the podcast. So let's see whether we do the podcast tomorrow or whether we leave our guests for later in the week, because we've already got next week's recorded to see. So let's do that. Right, let's go and chill. And I can have a think about this. Go and give Ank some love. We're going to go and raid into them. They are one of the co-hosts of the WFM show. If you haven't followed that as well, make sure you do. But yeah, keep your eyes on the Discord. We might potentially be in there tomorrow. So take it easy. See you all soon. Appreciate that. It's going to be tough, isn't it?